to see you today, and I have a very special class prepared for you, and I hope you will get inspired. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan. Sri Govinda Gopinath Madana Mohan, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan. Shyama Kunda, Radha Kunda, Giri Govardhan, Jai. Kalingi Jamuna, Jaya, Jaya Mahavan, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan. Sri Rasa Mandala Jaya, Jaya Radha Shyam, Sri Rasa Mandala Jaya, Jaya Radha Shyam, Jaya Jaya Rasa Leela Sarva Manoram, Jaya Jaya Rasa Leela Sarva Manoram, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan. Jaya Jaya Jwala Rasa Sarva Rasa Sa, Jaya Jaya Jwala Rasa Sarva Rasa Sa, Parakiya Bhave Jaha Brajete Prachar, Rakiya Bhave Jaha Brajete Prachar, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan, Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Vrindavan. Sri Govinda Gopinatha Madana Mohan, Sri Govinda Mohan, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan. Namo Vishnu Adaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namah Prabhupada 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 Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Charine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Gaurahari 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 Nitai Gauranga Gaurahari Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Brinda Jaya Sri Nitai Gauranga Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama. All of you sing loud again. Krishna, Krishna. Jai. The ladies are chanting very good today. Excellent. Give yourselves a hand. Very good. And of course, I'm going to give you the garland. Come. Thank you. Krishna bless you. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Trinadapi Sunichena Tarareva Sahishnuna Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari Hare Nama Hare Nama Hare Nama Eva Kevalam Kalo Nastyeva 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 Gatir Anyata. So I sang this, some excerpts from a song, Vaishnava song, and let's look at the meaning of the 4 different verses we chanted. All glories to Radha and Krishna and the divine forest of Vrindavan. All glories to the three presiding deities of Vrindavan, namely, everybody say, Sri Govinda, Gopinath, Madan Mohan. So there's science behind what this devotee is saying. There's a science behind it. That when you come to Krishna consciousness, you are achieving perfection in stages. It's not automatic. So the first stage is called Sambandha. Everybody say. Sambandha means we have forgotten our original relationship of service with Krishna. But because of the spiritual master and the Shastras, we are informed, we are reminded that we do have an eternal relationship with Krishna. It's always been there. It will always be there. But somehow or other, we have forgotten it. So the first level is those instructions in the Vedas which reinforce, which connect us once again and convince us, yes, I am the eternal servant of Krishna. So for that, we worship Krishna, but the technical form is, everybody say, Madana Mohan. So in the material world, all the conditioned souls are entrapped by Madana, Cupid. Yes, I'm not talking about Valentine's Day, but in the Vedas, this concept of Cupid is there, representing the attractiveness of the material illusory energy, which we call Maya. So the first step is to get out of Maya. That is what Krishna began his instructions in the Gita. Because if you read how many people read the Gita every day? What? What movement are we in? Everybody should be reading Gita. Come on now. Not just once a year for the Gita Yagya. So Krishna begins his instructions because in the beginning, Arjuna frankly admits he's in Maya. Karpanya dosho pahata swabhava dharma samudacheta. He admits, I'm confused. If you're in Maya, you're confused. You're bewildered. He admits it. But Arjuna is intelligent. Shishyaste hung shadimang twang prapanam. Prapanam means I give up. I surrender. That's the whole purpose of Gita, is to come to that stage of surrender. So Sambandha is all the information required so that you get out of Maya and again accept that I'm the eternal servant of Krishna. Now, we also learn from Gita that it is duryatya. The material energy is, practically speaking, insurmountable. To get out of Maya, it's not like going on Amazon.com and, oh, I can get out of Maya? Oh, how much? No, it doesn't work that way. You have to lose your attraction for Maya. So what is more powerful than Maya? Madana Mohan. Everybody say. That's Krishna. After all, Krishna means all attractive. So in order to get out of Maya, you have to become attracted to Krishna. And you do that by chanting, by hearing, by coming to the temple, seeing. Doesn't Krishna always look beautiful when you come? Do you ever see Krishna in a bad mood? No. Isn't he always smiling? Yes. So the attractiveness of Krishna is there to pull you out of Maya. Now we come to stage 2, which is known as, everybody say, Abhideya. So Abhideya is the second stage, and it's logical. All right, I accept. I am the eternal servant of Krishna. I want to get out of Maya. I want to actually become Krishna conscious. Therefore we worship, everybody say, Govinda. It's Krishna, but each of Krishna's names, Namna Makari Bahuda Nijya Sarva Shakti. In Krishna's names there's potency. So this, everybody say Govinda. This name is so beautiful. Actually, according to Lord Brahma and the teachings of Prabhupada, Govinda is the original name of Krishna. So Govinda has 3 meanings. Go. Go, the word go means the cow. We always see pictures of Krishna with cows. After all, another name for Krishna is Gopal. Everybody say. Gopal. That's his job. Yes, even God has to go to work. And when Krishna goes to work, it's in what we said, Vrindavan. That's where Krishna works. And after breakfast in the morning, he says goodbye to his parents. And his parents are saying, where are you going? Why are you going? Krishna said, no, I have to do my dharma. I have to do my duty. I have to take care of the cows and calves. Actually, there's an ulterior motive. That's just an excuse. We won't go there today. But that's the argument he gives. I must do my duty and I must take care of the cows. So Govinda, one who gives pleasure to the cows. There is one mantra we chant. Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha. Prabhupada points out Krishna's first business, take care of the cows. Then the puffed up brahmanas. First the cows. Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha. Another meaning of Govinda, we sang Vrindavan. So Krishna's land is known as Braja or Vrindavan. And so Krishna's very feet, and we're going to hear about this in the rest of my class, how Krishna's feet just walking on the surface of the earth blesses the land of Vrindavan. How many have been to Vrindavan? If you've not been to Vrindavan, go as soon as you can, because I don't want to be, knock on wood, but we don't know what the future is going to be. We should take advantage while we can. So as soon as you can, visit Vrindavan, because I don't know, there could be a nuclear war. I don't, right? We don't want any, but worse, things have happened. So to make no, I'm not a travel agent. Get to Vrindavan before you can't, right? So Krishna gives pleasure to the land of Vrindavan. And then another name of meaning of Govinda, gives pleasure to the senses of the devotee. Are we devotees? No? If you're a devotee, raise your hand. I know, I asked this before. Some people say, no, I'm not. Okay, are you trying to be a devotee? All right, now all the hands should be there. Okay. Because I did this a couple of weeks ago. I went, nobody raised their hand. I go, wait, am I in the right place? So then I rephrased it. Oh, okay. Everybody's trying to be smart. No, I'm not a devotee, Prabhu. I'm humble. So who trying or wants to be a devotee? Okay, then we got it. So on the second stage, Abhideya, we perform actions in terms of that understanding that I am the eternal servant of Krishna. In material consciousness, in Maya, I think my duty is to serve my country, to serve my community, to serve this and that. So many, I think myself a servant of so many things. But when you come to the stage of Abhideya, no, you're convinced, no, I am the eternal servant of Krishna. That's why sometimes I like to joke. I pledge allegiance to the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, for the philosophy which it espouses. One nation under who? What? Is anybody confused who God is? One nation under? Oh, okay, thank you. Yes. Yes. One nation under Krishna. So, in Abhideya, you act not as I'm a man, I'm a woman, I'm an Indian, I'm American, I'm this. No, you act as, no, I am eternal servant of Krishna. That is self-realization. That's the beginning of self-realization. Then we get to the third stage, because an intelligent person would say, all right, you said that I'm the eternal servant of Krishna, Prabhuji, and you said that I should act in terms of that understanding. And what is that action called? Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is performed in 9 different ways. Shravana Kirtana, Smarana Vandana, Pada Sevana, Dasyare, Pujana Sakijana, Atmanivedana. Now please excuse me. Nirantara Dasa Abhilashare. You can also, the author of the song was Govinda Das, but that's also my aspiration. I also want to engage in these 9 processes. So you're doing the first one right now, hearing. This is the beginning. Then chanting. If you've heard and heard and heard, it should come out of your mouth. And by hearing and chanting, day in and day out, you come to the stage remembering, where no matter what you see, you can, oh yes, that reminds me of this verse. Oh, this situation reminds me of this. You start to see things differently. You don't see things the way others see it. You see things in terms of Krishna. That's the stage of remembering. And then there's praying. We chanted this nice song, and we're going to do some more praying in just a few seconds. And then, of course, there's worshiping. We did that. We did the arti. And 9 different, ultimately, Atmanivedanam, complete surrender. Complete. Those of you who know the Mahabharata, the story of Draupadi, when she was trying to be disrobed by the rascals, the Kauravas, the infidels, yes, the insurgents. That's what they were. But Krishna protected her. But when did he protect her? When she fully surrendered. At first, she was trying to hold on, protect herself. But then she realized, oh, what am I going to do? Hey, Govinda, everybody. Hey, Govinda. Then Krishna saved her honor. Full surrender. So in this Abhideya stage, you render 1, 2, up to 9 different kinds of bhakti. But these hearing and chanting, that's the basics. That's the foundation. That's the default. When all else fails, just go back to hearing and chanting. And no matter how bad things are, no matter how fallen you are, if you once again start to hear and chant, you will get out of Maya within no time. So someone will say, all right, I'm convinced I will engage in this bhakti yoga, but what's the point? Why? Simply duty? No. Third stage. Everybody say prayojana. Prayojana means the fruit. And the fruit here is prema. Everybody say love of God. This is what Lord Chaitanya says is the ultimate goal of life. Actually, there's a whole chapter in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Life's ultimate goal, love of Godhead. Yes, and you've heard me say, those of you who heard my lectures, Prabhupada pointed out that yes, we have the loving propensity, but in the material world, it's frustrated. So Prabhupada's point is, if you want a loving relationship where you will not be frustrated, give your love to Krishna. And once you come to that stage of love of Krishna, now you have reached the third stage. Full self-realization. Because you'll know who you are, and you'll know actually who is Krishna. Okay, so that's the beginning. So last night I did a special program in a devotee's house, and the lady, she specifically requested a class on the Gopi Gita. So I did it. And at the end, I was so inspired, I decided that I would select some very nice verses for you. All in favor, say Hari Bol. Okay, so I've selected some verses. Jayati dedikang janmana vraja srayata indira shashvad atrahi dayata drishyatang dikshutavakas tvaidrita savas twang vichinvate. So those who know that the night of the rasa dance, and we sang in the song that Krishna's rasa dance is the topmost, the quintessence of all the Krishna pastimes. This is the Shiromani, topmost jewel of all of Krishna's pastimes. And so, during the night of the rasa dance, the gopis became, you could say, a little proud. After all, if you were dancing with Krishna, Wouldn't you think, hey, I'm special? That would be normal. So that's what the gopis were thinking, that, oh, we are dancing with Govinda, Shama Sundara. Oh, we're so fortunate. So Krishna said, my gopis are getting a little proud. I don't like that. So Krishna disappeared. And what? You can imagine, you're on a date. Say you're on a date, and you're at some restaurant, and the guy with the date or the girl just in the middle of the meal just leaves. Like, where did he go? And you're stuck with the bill. Right? Yeah, I mean, you would be, what's going on? So the gopis were thinking, what? But the gopis noticed that Krishna left with someone. He disappeared from them, but he left with someone. So all the gopis said, aha, that gopi must be very special. So therefore we get the name Radha. Everybody. The one who worships Krishna the best. As I said last night, no applications being accepted. Position is fulfilled forever. That's all right. There's still room for us. So Radharani actually forced Krishna to leave and went deep into the forest. And Krishna was picking flowers for Radharani. He made a crown for her, and Krishna had to actually reach up. And then Radha said, oh Krishna, I cannot go any further. If you want me to go any further, you'll have to carry me. So Krishna said, aha, even my Radha is now a little proud. So Krishna said, okay, just climb on my shoulder and I'll carry you. And as soon as Radha attempted, Krishna was gone. And there's Radharani deep into the forest all by herself. So she returns and meets up with the other gopis who have been searching everywhere, questioning the plants. They even questioned Tulsi. Have you seen Krishna? And they were acting out Krishna's childhood pastimes. So they met Radha. In the beginning, they were a little jealous. Oh, Krishna left with that gopi. But then when they saw that Krishna left her, they said, oh, okay, we welcome you back. So they went to the river, what? Yamuna. Sat down on the sandy bank, put out their shawls, right? And they did what I call Namahat program. They simply did kirtan. And this is the chapter that this is from. Gopi Gita. Just like we have Bhagavad Gita. In the 4th canto is Shiva Gita. In the 11th canto is Uddhava Gita. And here, the topmost chapter, Gopi Gita. There are how many cantos in Srimad Bhagavatam? Who knows? 12 cantos. Who said that? Who gets the ding? Oh, good. But how many chapters in the Bhagavatam? Aha, got you. 335 chapters. So out of 335 chapters, this chapter, topmost. So we sang the opening verse. So first, they address Krishna. Everybody say, Daita. Oh, beloved. So they have some intimate, you just don't call a stranger on the street, yo, beloved. No, that's a term reserved for somebody who's intimately connected to you. Your birth in the land of Vraja has made it exceedingly glorious, and thus the goddess of fortune, Indira, always resides here. And it is only for your sake that we, your devoted servants, maintain our lives. We have been searching everywhere for you, so please show yourself to us. So what's happening is, the gopis are there on the bank of the Yamuna in the middle of the night. It's a full moon night. But Krishna is there, but he's keeping himself invisible. Why? Because he wants to see, I have left them, how will they respond? So Krishna is there, but he's invisible and he's seeing. And because of these prayers, Krishna decides to reappear. And when reappear means, again the rasa dance resumes. But for now, Krishna is invisible. They're offering their prayer. Vishat jalapya yad vyala rakshasad varshamarutad vaidyutanalat vrishamayat majad vishvato bayad rishabate vayang rakshita muhu. How am I doing? Is the singing okay? All right. So now, in these prayers, they call Krishna by different names. So here they say, everybody say, Rishabha. They calling Krishna the greatest of personalities. Just like in Gita, Krishna says, I am Purushottama. Everybody say, Purusha Uttama, topmost person. Similar, greatest of personalities. You have repeatedly saved us from all kinds of danger, from poisoned water. Yes, when the Kaliya serpent poisoned the Yamuna and so many people died, cowherder boys died, Krishna purified the Yamuna. From the terrible man-eater, Agga, yes, the serpent who swallowed all the cowherd boys, and Krishna had to deliver them. From the great rains we just celebrated, right? Govardhan Puja, Indra sent torrential rains. The drops of water were the size of columns. Those are some big raindrops. So they were saved. From the wind demon, Trinavarta, when Krishna was a little baby. From the fiery thunderbolt of Indra. And then they mention two demons that would be killed in the future. They weren't really killed yet. From the bull demon, Arishta Asura, and from the son of Mayadanava, Vyoma Asura. So the gopis are appreciating that Krishna has saved the residents of Vrindavan time and time again. After all, in Gita, Krishna says, Arjuna, declare it. Kontaya pratijanihi na me bhakta pranasyati. My devotee never vanquished. So of all the devotees, the gopis are topmost. The residents of Vrindavan, they're the topmost. So certainly Krishna is going to protect them. Nakalu gopika Nandano Bhavan Akila Dehinam Antarat Madrik Vikana Sartato Vishvaguptaye Saka Ude Ivan Satvatankule. So say now, they say, Sake, O friend, you are not actually the son of the Gopi Yashoda. Rather, you are the indwelling witness in the hearts of all embodied souls. So the gopis are aware of Param Atma, because that's is Krishna in the heart. Krishna knows he's the, Gita says, Anumanta, he upadrasta. Two functions that Krishna does as Paramatma. He oversees and he sanctions. Anumanta, he upadrasta. Upadrasta, overseer. The witness, as they say here. And because Lord Brahma prayed for you to come and protect the universe, you have now appeared in the Satvata dynasty. Yes. In the very beginning of the 10th canto, that was the opening scene. Mother Earth took the form of a cow, right? And she was crying. She went to Lord Brahma. I can't stand it. There is a United Nations of demons, and they've increased their military industrial complex. I can't take it. I feel overburdened by all these demons. And Brahma said, oh no, this is above me. We got to go to my boss. So they went to the shore of the ocean of milk, and they petitioned Lord Vishnu, Kshirodakashai Vishnu. And then the text message came to Brahma as he sat in meditation. And the message was, I am coming. And I am coming in my original form as Krishna, my original form. And you demigods, you should assist me. That's the meaning of a demigod. They're not independent gods. They're Krishna's servants. That's how to see the demigods. Brahma, Shiva, Surya, Soma, all the demigods, they're Krishna's appointed servants. So the message was all the devatas, all the demigods should expand themselves. Oh, wouldn't you love to be able to expand yourself? I was mentioning that last night with my wife. I said, yeah, wouldn't you love it? One of you could be going to yoga class, one of you could go shopping, one of you could do the housework, and the other one could come with me to all my programs. But we can't do that. The demigods can. We're human beings and we don't have that potency. Yes. So, the demigods were to expand themselves, take birth in the Yadu or Satvata dynasty, and assist Krishna in his pastimes. Virachata bhayam vrishni duryate charanang iyushang sangsriter bhayat karasaro ruhang kantakamadang shirasa dehina srikara grahang. So here they address Krishna as the best of the Vrishnis. Your lotus-like hand, which holds the hand of the goddess of fortune, grants fearlessness to those who approach your feet out of fear of material existence. So I was mentioning, there's nothing wrong in fearing material existence. The solution is take shelter of Krishna's feet. Just like my favorite bhaja. Are you ready, drummer? Bhaja hure manna Sri Nanda Nandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare. Bhaja hure manna Sri Nanda Nandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare. So fearlessness, bhaya. But if you take shelter of Krishna's feet, you become abhay, fearless, like Prabhupada. Prabhupada was fearless. Why? At the age of 70, he got on a boat and came to America and suffered 2 heart attacks on the boat. But by Krishna's grace, he survived. And when he arrived in America, all he had was 40 rupees. Back then, that was $7. How much is 40 rupees now? Not even $1, I bet. Yeah. But back then, it was 7. And you're going to start a worldwide movement with 40 rupees? But, as Prabhupada wrote on the boat, but I have full faith in the name of Krishna. When you have full faith in Krishna, you become fearless. So the gopis are saying, if you approach Krishna's feet out of fear in material existence, you're doing the right thing. So, I ran out of time. I could go on for another hour, but that wouldn't be appreciated by certain personalities. So, I guess we'll have to end with, I had a lot more to say. Well, let's finish up with the verse, my favorite verse. Let's see. Let's try to do it with drums and kartal. Tava katamritang tapta jivanang kavibir iditang kalmashapahang sravanamangalam srimad atatang Bhuvi Grinantiye Bhurida Janaha. This verse, to me, describes Prabhupada. See if you agree. So the gopis said, O Krishna, the nectar of your words. So where do we find Krishna's words? What book? Bhagavad. That's the book everybody should be reading. And only a few people read. The nectar of your words and the descriptions of your activities. So where would I read Krishna's activities? Srimad Bhagavatam, or my favorite book, Krishna. Oh, you knew that. Good boy. I can call him boy because I'm 73. I can get away with that. Is that all right? Yes. Descriptions of your activities are the life and souls of those suffering in this material world. Yes, I can agree with this. That Krishna book, which convinced me to become a devotee 50 years ago, and still I'm reading it. We do a class every Wednesday, a Zoom class on Krishna book. Some of my stalwart students are here, and they will tell you how nice that class is. Anyone's invited. Just give me your email, and we'll add you. Every Wednesday, at 4 p.m., come and hear the description of Krishna. These narrations transmitted by learned sages, such as Srila Prabhupada, eradicate one's sinful reactions and bestow good fortune upon whoever hears them. So this class is itself Ashirvad. At the end, many of you will come up for Ashirvad, but you already got it. You're hearing about Krishna. These narrations are broadcast all over the world. That's ISKCON. What is ISKCON? It's an organized society for broadcasting the message of Krishna. That is what ISKCON is. And they are filled with spiritual power. Yes. After reading 6 chapters of Krishna book 50 years ago, I closed the book and decided I'm joining Prabhupada. So be careful. Someday you may be here. Yes, fired up. And you will tell the audience, surrender to Krishna. Certainly those who spread the message of Godhead are most munificent. So that's our Srila Prabhupada. He came to America not to acquire 95 Rolls Royces like some other demon in the name of spiritual life. Yeah, 95 Rolls Royces. No. Prabhupada came to give us the message of Krishna. Thank you very much. I have CDs, DVDs. They're free. Take as many as you like, absolutely free. If you want to contact me, take my card. Otherwise, class is dismissed. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo. Thank you. Again, the ladies sing stronger than the men.